Yo guys, what is going on? And today's video, I'm bringing you guys some news on some new cards that have dropped over on JP. As you can see over on Hado-sama's Twitter, I showed a few things, which I'll always leave down in the description. If you guys don't have a Twitter or anything, definitely recommend you do, because he always posts the new cards and everything like that, showing off all the medals and stuff you need. But anyways, so the new Dokkan Awakenings that we're looking at are Rebirths and stuff. We've got the Int Goku getting a rebirth, the Physical Goku, Int Whis, Tech Whis, and then we get a new card here. We get Goku Jr. This is in normal UR form as the kid, and then the Super Saiyan is his TUR form, and then of course LR Broly, which we already know about, so we're not going to go over. And then these are just kind of the images for some of the characters that I'm assuming are from the Kid Goku movie. So I think they're just showing off like some SRs and rares. Of course, we don't care about the stats for them, but it's just like, hey, some new characters that are going to be in there, because you could tell by the designs from what Final Fusion's kind of explaining. Like, he's like, yeah, from the designs it doesn't look like they're gonna be anything special, so it's not a big deal. I still like seeing new characters like that though. But into the characters we go. So first off, we have Physical Goku, and his leader ability gets strength and physical type key +2, attack and defense plus 50% up, which is pretty good. And then a super attack, basic, passive skill, same thing nearly as his leader ability, still strength and physical key +2, but he gets attack plus 25% up, so that's pretty nice. And then as far as his links go, nothing special. He has like one key link with that, Saint of Blood, so nothing special there. And then let's go ahead and move on. So next cards we're going to be looking at over here on the Int side of things, we got pretty much the majority. The first one here is the Int Goku, which first off, his leader ability, intelligence and strength type key +2, attack and defense plus 50% up. And then his super attack, Rebirth Kamehameha, he does ultrasonic oversized damage, which I don't know what the translation for that exactly is. I'm assuming that's just immense. But he reduces the defense as well, which is something we didn't have with the original one, so that's a pretty good upgrade. And his passive as well was before, if you were above 50% HP, I think you got just attack plus 70% up. Maybe it was attack and defense, but with his passive now, if we're 30% or above, we get attack and defense plus 80% up. And of course, we still have the basic key links. He's still an amazing card. I think he's just, I'm curious how useful he's going to be now with a lot of the Int teams running around with LR Gohan and everything. So we'll have to see, but he gets the Rebirth link there as well. And then the next card up is the Int Whis here. So once we get, there we go. So this one has 3 types getting some key links, which is interesting. Or not key links, getting key buffs and stat buffs as far as leader ability goes. So we have AGL, Int, and physical type key +3, HP attack and defense plus 20%. So I don't think I've ever seen another card with 3 types in the leader ability, but definitely interesting to see that. And then his passive, Spirit, there you got the name there, but he gives all types, or all allies key +2, attack and defense plus 20%. And again, not too crazy key links either. He's got, shocking speed. He's got the Rebirth link, so don't know how useful he will be, but it's still pretty nice. The art on them, by the way, even the Gokus especially, but I do like the art on the new Whis as well. They're pretty cool. And then the last one, as far as the Int cards go, we'll go ahead and look at the Goku Jr., I should be more specific. We'll look at the general one first, the undokkanable one, or the undokkan one. Jesus, I can't talk today. So his leader ability is Int type key +1, HP and attack plus 25% up, so nothing too special with him. But the passive is a little bit rough on the translation, so I'll give you guys my best guess on it. So it says a further 30% in the attack, 30% up at high probability during the death blow activation up, and defense 60% down. So what I'm assuming is you get a 30% attack boost, I'm assuming, and then you have a high probability when you launch your super attack to get an extra 30% up attack and to lower their defense by 60%. So that is my best guess on that. I mean, we'll see when the card drops, but that's like my best guess on that. So as far as key links go, he has a couple of +1 key links. He has the GT key link as well in there, so that's pretty interesting. And then we'll go to his Dokkanable one, which is, where did he go? There we go. So when he gets to Dokkan, he gets a Super Saiyan form, which looks pretty sick. It's pretty interesting art. It kind of looks like Bardock just because the red headband kind of gives me that vibe, but yeah, so his leader ability gets a little bit of a buff, key +2 to Int, and HP attack and defense plus 30%. His passive, so it's the same thing except it's 40% up instead of the 30 across the board, and then it says defense 40% down. So that's what kind of throws me off a little bit. It's at 60% down on his normal one, and then 40% down for that. So I don't know if that's based on being us specifically, like maybe it's affecting the user instead of the enemy. So that could be it. If you guys know a little bit better on that, definitely let me know. He ends up getting Golden Warrior as well, obviously, getting a couple of other links, the Rebirth link. So that's definitely cool. And then the last card here to check off is the Tech Whis. So getting into this one, the Tech Whis is pretty solid, I think, to begin with, although not many people run him much anymore. But then here you go, here's the art. He is definitely a little more aggressive looking than the other one. The other one looked more fun, and this one's just more kind of definitely getting into ready to fight. So his leader ability, AGL, Tech, and Strength type key +2, HP, attack, and defense plus 30% up. And then his passive, of course, he can lower his opponent's attack. Passive skill, he can stun and then attack 20% down, high probability of enemy that attacks. So it looks like he can lower down his the opponent's attack by 20%, I believe, or hey, you have a chance to, as far as that goes, and the stun. So I think that's an upgrade from that. Rebirth, he gets the +2 key, obviously, the Gentleman, and Phenomenal Speed. So same thing, kind of like the Ant one. Not too many great links, but still, he's a pretty good guard, especially because he gets stunned. So definitely useful. But that is it for the video, guys. Definitely let me know what you guys think of these cards. I love the art on all of them as well. Definitely that Goku, when he drops over on Global, will be still amazing. I think he's going to be probably the most viable card out of all of these, but still cool. I really do like a lot of the new cards that they added and the Rebirths and stuff, but definitely let me know what you guys think about that. If you guys do have anything else, definitely let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.